my third time.
This is the third time George is doing his interview because he offered me OBS, and OBS is shit. So, now we can start.
Are you recording?
Yes.
Alright.
Why should the CFPD hire you over the other applicants?
The CLPD should hire me over the other applicants just because of my experience within the CLPD. It wasn't long ago that I left, and campers, don't make me do this again.
Go, George, go.
Oh my gosh, we just did this. Can we start over?
Huh?
Can we start over?
Just answer the fucking question.
Oh my god,
What can you offer us to that others cannot?
my experience in the CLPD.
Okay. What is your greatest failure, and what did you learn from this poor choice?
My greatest failure is succumbing to the stress and leaving PD.
Okay. What is your greatest achievement?
Working my way up to the CO of CN when I was in PD.
What do you think of how the CPD is operating at the current moment? What would you, what would you do different to improve these progress?
I can't say how not CN's, how PD's running internally, but just from what I've seen as a Civ, there seems to be a lot of confusion. There seems to be a lot of people running around not really knowing what they're doing.
Okay. What motivates you?
The opportunity to succeed. Like in PD, there's always another level you could go to. There's always more things you could do.
Okay. Explain to us why would you want to be a CPD member?
I just like it. I just like the community, the whole vibe. I like helping people. I like being able to be there when someone calls you for help. I like it when the good guys win.
Okay. What do you think is the role of city police officers?
To serve and protect citizens.
Okay. What have you done to improve your knowledge of the CPD?
I've just been just watching as a Civ, seeing, finding all their weaknesses, and now that I've been a Civ and I've been PD, I can play off both of those roles and fill in the weak spots.
Okay. What are your career goals within the CPD?
I don't really have any set career goals. The last time I was in PD, I kind of set out. I never really expected to get as high as I did. This time I really don't expect to get that high. I plan to float around. I'm going to go wherever people need me.
Okay. Explain a time when you have worked as a team and considered the job as
User joined
success.
your channel.
There's a there was a time back in PD when a bunch of us we were on a plane and we went and we raided this big yacht in the middle of the ocean. That was a success. I can show you the video later. It's pretty funny. But other than that, just all the various operations and stuff we did.
Okay. Have you ever been in a hostile situation? If so, how did you diffuse it?
Yes, I have, and I just following it. SOIs, SOPs. Just doing what you kind of got to do.
Okay. Have you ever been in a situation that has made you feel uncomfortable?
Yeah, when I was a recruit, I was kidnapped by a few guys, and that was pretty uncomfortable. Just not knowing what was going to happen next. Because usually as an officer, you have control over a situation, but once you've been stripped of your badge and your gun and communications, you're alone.
Yep. How well do you handle being giving orders that you might not agree with?
Well, like I said before, if it's my job to give input, I'll give input. Otherwise, I'll just follow the order.
The next 4 questions are scenarios. You are dispatched to a shots fired call, and upon arrival you discover a body on the ground and several individuals with weapons out. Run me through your next steps upon arriving.
I would immediately call for backup. I would park my vehicle in a defensive position. I would get out, draw my weapon while I'm still behind the protection of my vehicle. I would tell the suspects to put their hands up, and then I would wait for backup to arrive.
Okay. Next scenario. You are patrolling the streets of Kavala and spot an EMT driving in an unsafe manner with lights on but no siren. What are your next actions?
I would follow him to wherever he's going with my lights and siren on, and then I would talk to him and his supervisor to see what was going on, because the last thing I would want to do is get in the way of him saving a life.
Okay. After completing your training and being released for solo duty, you pull over a vehicle to identify that it's a friend of yours. You discover that this individual has outstanding warrants for speeding. You ask the individual to step out of his car to do a quick search of his person and the car and discover drugs are in the car as well. What do you do with this friend?
I'll arrest his ass. You do the crime, you do the time.
Okay. You are patrolling near the international airport and spot a vehicle traveling at a high rate of speed. You begin your pursuit of this vehicle and other officers join in. Eventually the suspect crashes and destroys their vehicle. The suspect is handcuffed and moved into a police vehicle and ready for transport. Who handles the arrest?
Whoever initiated the chase, unless a higher-ranking officer specifies otherwise.
Okay. Next question. Can you follow rules?
Yes.
Do you have enough knowledge and experience with the City Life mod to be able to contribute to the COPD?
Yes.
Why did you leave the COPD last time?
It was just a lot going on in PD. I had a lot of responsibility and it became overwhelming, and I really wanted to try out the Civ side of the mod. I feel like I got CM where it needed to be, and then I got it to where a place that I thought it could hold itself off, but little did I know everyone else in CM would leave as well.
Okay. Because you're a previous member of the COPD, what makes you more qualified than potential new members?
I just have experience. I've experience in many different divisions. I've done all sorts of different things.
Okay. Being part of the COPD requires members to be active in-game and on the forums. Can you be that individual?
Yes.
This concludes the interview portion. However, I must inform you of the following. If hired on and your activity level drops to an unacceptable level, you can be placed on the subject for removal list. Do you understand this?
I do.
While completing your training, you will be required to ride with another officer until release for solo patrol. Do you understand?
I do.
If there's no officer for you to ride with, you will be required to perform desk duties at the main PD or assist in other matters. At any time during your recruitment stage, the COPD command staff has the right to terminate your employment with the COPD should we feel this is not the right career for you. You will be watched continuously by supervisors and command staff, so always be aware that you are being observed for good and bad situation. Thank you for coming for your third police interview, and you're free to leave.
Thank you. Third time's the